Hello, grade 12 learners. How are you, great people? Mr. New Love is here again. Today, I want us to look at probability, which comes in paper 1. So let's look at that one. These are past questions that I've compiled to assist us all. If you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Amen. Okay, now let's first look at what probability is. Probability is the chances of an event to occur. So chances of event to occur, that is probability. Let's look at it mathematically quickly. Normally probability is number of events occurring over the total outcome. So probability of an event occurring is number of events occurring over the number of total outcome, which is the sample space. So number of events occurring over the sample space. So I just want us to quickly look at this set where we have two set problem. Probability of A or B is the same as probability of A plus B minus probability of A and B. And is the same as intersection. Alright. Okay, we'll do more examples and you'll see what I'm talking about. I want us to look at this term also, mutually exclusive. Mutually exclusive. A and B are said to be mutually exclusive if A and B cannot occur at the same time. They occur differently. So here it means for A and B to be mutually exclusive, there shouldn't be intersection. There shouldn't be a situation where they occur at the same time. This one, A intersection B, this one, A and B occur at the same time. Alright, so it means the intersection between A and B must be equal to what? 0. The probability of A intersection B or A and B must be equal to 0 for you to have this mutually exclusive, or for an event to be mutually exclusive. Okay, then I want us to look at this past question paper, which is probability of A is equals to 0.45 and probability of B is equals to Y, and probability of A or B is equals to 0.74. Okay, let's use this one. So here our question is this, and they want us to determine the values of Y if A and B are mutually exclusive. If A and B are mutually exclusive, let's see how. So for A and B to be mutually exclusive, what can you say? We can say that A intersection B should be equal to 0. It means there shouldn't be A and B. Okay, so let's see how we are going to do that one. Now for A and B to be mutually exclusive, probability of A intersection B should be equal to 0. So it means our formula, remember this formula, the first formula, this one, is that is probability of A or B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A and B. That is A intersection B. So for it to be mutually exclusive, it means A intersection B is supposed to be 0. So it means this side is going to be 0. If this side is 0, it's going to remain only probability of A plus B. This one. So for mutually exclusive, the formula changed to this. Alright. So, and you have this formula in your formula sheet. You have this one, but not this one. Okay, then we are going to substitute. Remember, we were given information in the question which says probability of A is 0,5, which is this one. A is 0,5. Probability of B is equals to what? Y. So plus B, probability of B, which is Y. And probability of A or B. Probability of A or B is 0,74, which is this one. So we have substituted the values given to us into our equation, which is this. This is the equation. We have substituted all the values they've given us into the equation. Okay, then the next question is going to be, we are supposed to simplify now, so we need to transpose this 0,45 to this side. So you have 0,74 minus 0,45, and if you simplify this, you are going to get 0,29. So now we have found the value of y, because the question says determine the values of y. So we have the value of y, value or values. So that's the value for y. Let's move on to the next question. But before we move on to the next question, I want you to do this classwork. You pause the video, then you do this classwork for me. You copy it nicely. So copy this. Let me move this one down. Copy this one. I hope you have paused the video to copy. Anytime you come for these lessons, make sure you come with your book, you write everything. So you pause the video, you copy. I know now you are done. Okay, so this is your classwork. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we have this. Determine the value of y if k and b are mutually exclusive. I think this is the next question. The questions must be, the next one must follow. Yeah, so this is the next question. So the question, you pause the video, copy this one, alright, then you continue with this one, you copy that one also. So there are 3 questions. Okay, now we are going to look at the next one, next example, which is also a past question paper. Our next example is events A and B are independent. Probability of A is equals to 0,3 and probability of B is equals to 0,23. Represent the given information on a Venn diagram. Indicate the Venn diagram, the probabilities associated with each region. It means we must fill every region that is not filled. Okay, so here the first thing that we are going to do is to represent this on the Venn diagram. You know, the Venn diagram is going to intersect, so it means we need where the 2 events intersect, that is A and B intersect, and that is A and B, which is probability of A times probability of B. When you have something like this, we are looking at the independent nature of A and B. So for A and B to be independent, suppose the probability of A times probability of B. So here it was stated in the question that events A and B are what? Independent. So this condition must hold. Why are we trying to find this condition? Because we need an intersection. We need a middle one. Okay, so here we multiply 3 by 0,23, which is going to give us 0,069. It did not give us 0, so it means there is intersection. Alright, so here our probability of A and B is going to be 0,07. We are not done yet. What are we trying to find? We are trying to draw the Venn diagram, which is this one. Indicate the Venn diagram according to the question. So our Venn diagram is going to be this one. How do we fill in the values? We were given probability of A to be 0,3, and probability of A is the whole of this one, this circle. The whole of this circle, right? Is probability of A, everything. Then probability of B is 0,23, which is the whole of this circle. Alright, that's probability of B. Then we also found the middle one, 0,07. How did you get it? The value here. Remember this value, the intersection A and B. A and B is the place where the two sets meet, they intersect, they occur at the same time. So A intersection B is for 0,07. Alright, so this one, can you call it mutually exclusive? It cannot be, because the intersection is not equal to 0. A and B, they are not mutually exclusive, right? Because the intersection is not equal to 0. Okay. Now, so we have filled this side, this side, this side, but it's left with this. Since we have this information, 1, 2, 3, we can fill this side. This side, we call it only A. This side is only B. In other words, you say A but not B. See that only this side is for A only. You don't include B. See, as soon as I come here, it's A and B. As soon as I come here, it's B only. In other words, B but not A. Alright, so this is A but not B. In other words, A only. A and B. Okay. We are trying to fill this side. We said this side is what? A only. In other words, you can say A but not B. This side is A and B. This side is B only. You see, only this side is B only. In other words, B but not A. You don't include A. So here, how are you going to get the value here? We know that 0,09, which is this one. Alright, in other words, we can say the whole of this one, which is 0,3 minus 0,09, should give us the value here. Then this side is also the whole of this value, which is 0,23 minus the value here, should give us this one. Alright, so the total minus the intersection should give us this. The total of B minus the intersection should give us only this. Okay, then this side, how did we get this side? Remember, probability, these are probabilities. The probability of a sample space it must give you 1. Alright, so the whole of this is a sample space, 1, 2, 3, and outside the surface. These are the sample space. So if you add all of them, it must give you 1. So it means the value here is those people, the probability of not A nor B. It cannot be A or it cannot be B. Alright, so how did we get that one? You add all of this, so you subtract it from 1. How do we get that one? Let's do it. Remember, I said probability of events occurring is supposed to be 1. My calculator doesn't want to come on. Okay, we're going to put this one here. Okay, now what we are going to do now, we are trying to find whether this one gives you 1. If I add all of them and it doesn't give me 1, it means there are some probabilities outside here. So to do this one, I'm going to add 0.23 plus 0.07 plus 0.16. It doesn't give me 1. It means there is a probability outside the circle, the 2 circles. So what we are going to do is subtract 1 from it, right? So you are going to say 1 minus 0, it was 46, isn't it? So which is going to give us 0.54. Did I write 0.54 here? I wrote 46. Okay, let me check here. My calculator. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. Let's start. 1 minus 0.23 minus 0.07 minus 0.16. This gives us 0.54. So this side must be 0.54, not 46. Alright. Okay. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change this one. So what is it going to be? It's supposed to be 5 2s. Okay. Now let's look at the next question. Remember I said this side is supposed to be what? 0.52. 0.54. This side, ne? So correct it there. Correct it for me. I hope you have done that. So 0.54, this side is 0.54. We are going to use 0.54 to do the next calculation. Okay, so here the next question says determine probability of A or not B. Probability of A or not B. So here what are we going to do? A but not B. What is probability of A? Probability, the whole of this is A. Are we together? So the whole of this is what? A. So the whole of this is going to be 0.23 plus 0.07, which sum up to 0.3. So if you write 0.3 is fine. Or not B, or means plus. Not B, what are the not B's? Our not B's are this one, which we have already added here, so we don't repeat it again. Then what other not B is this one, which we found it. Remember I said this one is not 46. This one is what? 54. So you write 54 there. So instead of 46, I'm going to write what? 54. So here it's going to be this one, which is this, plus 54. So if I add all this one, let me add it again because I changed the 54. I changed to 54. So this, I'm going to get 0.23 plus 0.07 plus 0.54. So this one is going to give us 0.84. My God is able. So we have 0.84 for that one. Then you are going to do this one for me as your classwork. My God is able. Also as a classwork. So That's your classwork. I hope you have paused the video. Independent event. Represent the given information on the Venn diagram. Indicates the Venn diagram. Similar to that one. Determine A but not B. Alright. The values have just changed the value. I want you to practice that and let's see. You do that for me. Then the next thing we are going to look at is a survey is conducted.
See your bright future.
A survey is conducted, and what do they want us to do? Among 100 grade 12 learners. Some of them like Instagram, the one that use Instagram. Others like Twitter, like you do, and others like WhatsApp on their cell. The survey revealed the following. 8 of the learners use all the 3. What do I mean by all the 3? Twitter, Instagram, and WhatsApp. 12 uses Instagram and Twitter. 5 uses Twitter and WhatsApp. X, they did not give value. X use Instagram and WhatsApp but do not use Twitter. The 61 use Instagram, 19 use Twitter. Okay, so this one, the question says, "14 use none of the application. Draw a Venn diagram to illustrate the information." That's the question. Draw a Venn diagram to illustrate this information. So I've drawn the Venn diagram here. I'm going to explain it using the information given to us. Alright. Okay, so we are trying to draw the Venn diagram. The question says 8. So this time we have 3 Venn diagram, not like the first one, which was 2. So all of them must intersect. The first one for Instagram, Twitter, and this one is for those who uses what? WhatsApp. Okay, so here we have 8 uses all the 3. So here is 8 for all the 3. This one is for WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram. So 8 uses all the 3. 12 uses Instagram and Twitter. 12 uses Instagram and Twitter. Where is Instagram? This is Instagram and Twitter. 12. So it means the whole of this 4 plus 8 should give you 12. They use it. So this side they uses what? Instagram and Twitter. But the question is, how do you know that this side is 4? How do you know that this one is what? 8. You will find out. Alright. So here the whole of this is what? 12. 12 uses Instagram and what? Twitter. So this is Twitter, this is Instagram. The whole of this is what? 12. And I told you I'm going to show you how to find this and this. Okay, then X uses Instagram and WhatsApp, but not Twitter. So X uses Instagram. Where is Instagram? This is Instagram. And where is WhatsApp? This is WhatsApp. So the whole of this big thing is for Instagram and WhatsApp, but it includes Twitter. But the question says, but not Twitter. So it means this side we cannot include this side. Alright, so only this side is X, but not Twitter. So Twitter is not included. Then the question continues to say that 61 uses Instagram. So it means this side, Instagram, the whole of this is Instagram, which is 61. Alright. Then 19 uses Twitter. The whole of this is what? 19. The whole of this circle. This is Twitter. The whole of this is 19. Then 73 uses what? WhatsApp. Where is WhatsApp? W. So the whole of this is what? WhatsApp. Okay, so these are the information given to us. Now we are going to fill this. Okay, how do we do that? The first, okay, before we do 4.2, we need to fill this side. Now this side, what is it going to be? They told us that 61 is Instagram. The whole of this is 61. The whole of this is what? 61. And they gave us 8. They did not give us this side, and this side. The whole of this is 61. Alright. And they told us that the whole of this is 12. That is Instagram and Twitter is what? 12. Since this side is given as 8, let me show you where it was given. 8. So this side is 8. You write your 8 here. Then they gave the whole of this to be what? 12. So it means we can get this side. How do we get it? It's 8 minus, that is 12 minus 8, which gives us what? 4. So this side is what? 4. Alright. Okay. Then now we have this side, we have this side. It's left with this side because they said this side is x, so we can find this side. How are you going to get this one? How did we get this 49? Remember, the whole of this is Instagram, and Instagram is 61. So it means we can get this one by saying 61, are we together, minus 4 minus 8, that is minus 4 minus 8, which is going to give us what? 49. Remember, there is minus x here, so minus x as well, so we have minus x included here. Okay, now we have found here, we have found here, we have found here, we have found here. What are we supposed to find again? Let's see if we can find this one. We have this, but we don't know this one, isn't it? But we know this, This 2, was it given? No, it was not given. 5 uses Twitter and WhatsApp. So this 5 was given. This is WhatsApp, this is Twitter. So 5 uses Twitter and WhatsApp. So this 5 is given. So it means we know this, we know this, we know this. We can find these 2. How did we get these 2? Let's look at the total for Twitter. Twitter is only Twitter. Twitter. Those who uses Twitter is 19. So the whole of this is 19. We know this, we know this, we know this. We can find this. How do we find this one? The whole of this is 19. So 19 minus this 4 minus 8 minus 5 gives us 2 here, because the whole of this was given to us as what? 19. Okay, so now we have filled here. It's left with this one. We can also fill. How do we fill that one? What was given to us? What's the total value for WhatsApp? WhatsApp is 73. So it means the whole of this circle, which is WhatsApp, is 73. We know this x, we know this 8, we know this 5. So we can find this one. So we start by saying 73 minus 8 minus 5 minus 8 minus 5. These are the values. We cannot include the x. So you leave it. So you say 78 minus 8 minus 5, which is going to give us 60. Then it's going to be minus x. You bring the x. Okay, so we have filled this. Okay, now remember, if we add everything, we must get 100%. We must get 100. Alright, according to the information, how many people, how many learners? 100 learners. So if we add everything, we must get what? 100. Now, that is one thing we need to know. Why am I saying this? How did we get this 14? Alright, I will show you how we got the 14. Now, there is a value here, x, which we have not found. So in exams, when you are done here, don't think it's done. You must check whether you are supposed to fill this side. See how you are going to do that. Okay, I'm going to use this one. Let me bring this one here and use this to work. Now, try and find the value of x. How are you going to find the value of x? Is this side 49 minus x for this, plus x, this one, plus 8, this one, plus 4, this one. We are not done yet. Plus 2, this one, plus 5, this one, plus 60 minus x, that is this one.
My God is powerful. My God is able.
Are we together? Now, all this thing, if I add, because we don't know the variable, we don't know the, what do you call it, the value for x, what we need to do is, it means there should be a plus a certain number, which we don't know, 14. We need to get that 14. Alright, how are we supposed to get that 14? Okay, we are going to say
To change your life today.
hello great people.
God is able to open your
Now
eyes.
we are talking about how to find the 14. It was given in the question. 14 uses none of this application. 14 uses none of this application. So it means 14 will be outside WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter. So 14 people don't use any of the application here. So they are outside. So this is the reason why we have the 14 outside. Then the next question says we should solve for what? X. We should solve for x. Find the value of x. So that is where we use this equation. So let me just repeat. So the first is 49 minus x plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 5 plus 60 minus x plus this 14. It should be equal to what? 100. So here, if I simplify this, I'm going to get 142. We add the like terms. These are like terms. So I'm going to get minus x. And if I simplify this, I'm going to get 42. So x is equal to what? 42. Okay, then the next question says, calculate the probability that a learner chosen randomly uses only one of this application. So only one of this application can either be only Twitter, only Instagram, which is this one, 49 minus x, or only Twitter, which is 2, or only WhatsApp, which is 60 minus x, and all in probability is plus. So only Instagram or which is plus, only Twitter or which is plus, 60 minus x, which is only WhatsApp. So that is what we have done here. 49 minus x plus 60 minus x plus 2. So that is for only one application. So, but we know that x is equals to 42. We found x to be 42, so we substitute it into this. When you substitute into 8, you get 27. So 27, learners uses only one application. Okay. Then the probability is going to be the 27 that you found over the total outcome, which is 100, number of sample space, which is going to give us 0.27. Okay. I want us to look at this one also. Our next question is this. Okay, this question is also nice. It's also a past question. It says the event S and T are independent. S and T is given as 1/6, and probability of S is 1/4. They've given us the probabilities. What do they want us to do now? Calculate the probability of T. So let's try and answer it. For us to calculate the probability of T, we've been given information, so we'll make use of it. They told us that event S and T are independent. This one are independent. And for it to be independent, S and T should be equal to probability of S times probability of T. This is the independence rule. For two events to be independent, probability of one times the probability of the other should be true. There should be a probability of one times the probability of the other. Alright, so here we have probability of S and T. So it's going to be probability of S and probability of what? T. The n here is what? Times. So we are supposed to substitute. We know probability of S and T is 1/6 equals to probability of S is what? 1/4 times probability of T. And if you simplify, if I transpose 1/4, it's multiplying, so it's going to divide. I'm going to have 1/6 divided by 1/4, and if I press this on the calculator, I'm going to get what? 2/3. That's the probabilities. Probability for T. Then the question says, hence, calculate probability of S or T. It means use the information you have to calculate or to do the next work, which is they want us to calculate the probability of S or T. And remember, all is what? Plus, ne? When we started, I gave you the two sets rule. When A intersection B is not equal to 0, we know that A intersection or P intersection S is not equal to 0. It's equals to 2/3. So it means we have to use this rule. The intersection must come. So probability of S or T is going to be probability of S plus probability of T minus probability of S and T. Okay, we know probability of S to be 1/4. Remember, we found it here. It was given probability of S is 1/4 plus probability of T. We found probability of T to also be this. Okay, probability of S is this one. Probability of T, we found it to be also 2/3. It's not 1/4. Let's calculate on the calculator and see. Now this 1/6 divided by 1/4 This gives us 2 over 3. So probability of t, this side must be what? 2 over 3.
God is able. My God is powerful. My God.
Then we also found probability. We were given probability of S and T. Probability of S and T was given here. So you substitute that one there. And let's press that on the calculator and see what we are going to get. If I press this on the calculator, I'm going to get this 1 over 4 plus 2 over 3
God is able to open your
minus
eyes to see your bright future.
1 over 6.
He's able to change your
And this one gives us 3 over 4.
He will lift
So
you
these are
up
their probabilities.
into the mountain top, and
Okay.
you will shine it.
Now
Everything you touch
probability of